Hey guys, it's Sammy, the Samurai Who, and I am doing a walkthrough of one of my sketchbooks. This one has been a random doodle one. Of course, I started a couple other ones in the middle while I was working on this one. This one has been since 2019, so you'll see some spots with blue sticky notes. It's just parts that just weren't that good, or had things that were ideas for upcoming projects and things like that. And so yeah, I'm gonna. Almost none of these are great pieces. This is a doodle and a sketchbook, so that's primarily what you're gonna see. And yeah, I guess might as well get started. I do not necessarily recommend this sketchbook. It's just one of the ones I got for a decent price. And yeah, most of the drawings here are gonna be in pen of some kind. I don't think I use any color other than a blue pen. So without further ado, let's get started. So yeah, we got start July 12th, 2019. Wow, more than a decade old. So got a little chicken, weird penguin thingy, weird Kirby looking thing. And I would be saying, so I did skim through this a little bit. My idea of what a doodle is interesting, especially with some of the goofy drawings. Okay, don't know what that is. It's an apple. Yeah, and I got yeah, definitely not great work here. I do like this here, the plant, I think. Space, girl or guy or whatnot. Wow. This time span though between, yeah, it's already been almost 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of comedic stuff. You can see you really not really thinking about construction. This, I don't think I even did any. Okay. I like the derpy things. I don't necessarily like these because they're almost always going to be weird. At least from my perspective now. Lands, Camelot, that's for something. Spacesuits, armor. Inktober 2019. I don't know what happened there. So this is 2 months, so it looks, characters look a little bit interesting. Look at this derpy guy over here. Yeah, let's see here. Worked on line work, seems a little bit more confident. I think this is where I use some of Drawbox's pens. Could use a lot more work. Could use a lot more. Okay. Ooh. Kind of strange looking at these. I do like the free-flowing things, even if they're not as good. It just feels better to me. Or it looks better to me. This one was like a contour thing, so. I think this is supposed to be a character. You kind of see the face, legs, but like what happened? They became soft serve. This is more was it cartoon work? So this is like making iconography. I think that's the term. So like you have the realism to the icon type of thing, or symbols. These look more like symbols. Aberdeen. I think this was when I was listening to some Cage the Elephant. So that, I like that song, Aberdeen. But the sketches, I really like these. This looks like I knew what I was doing here. Like, it's so clean. Whenever I do these, I rarely use pencil, so you don't see any pencil marks or anything like that. One of the drawbacks with me doing the things I'm doing is that when I scan them in, it can scan some of the other things on the other page. So I saw a thing about Kim Jong-gi a couple years ago doing scan or walkthrough of some of his drawings, and his publisher and editor saying don't draw on the other side because it's a lot of extra work to do the cleanup. I like this guy. Kind of reminds me of for whatever reason, the gecko from the gecko that one of those kids books. I read a lot of them. It's the gecko that's a detective. This one was fun. Just patterns, just flow, just meditative automatic drawing or whatever it's called. I don't know what this is, but it's clean. So this has been like, let's see here, number of months now. It's been more than 3 months. So yeah, just tons of patterns. Not really a good job on the face. Better than it was before. I like her. She looks. I like the swoop here. Not really makes sense. She doesn't have arms or legs. So, and there's this blank spot. I don't know what happened there. A little bit of Greek for some reason. Greek patterns. I think this is supposed to be a fedora and then some cyber thingy. Okay, this is, I think I was doing it without construction. That's why the face looks like that. Legs are so small. This cabin looks fun. Yeah. Spider-Man looks weird. Face too small. Dog. I like this guy. Dog buns. Tough girl, huh? Yeah, a lot of problems there. Going for some styling or whatever. Getting a little bit better here, I think. I like these compositions. They're just doodles, right? But I just like them because there's more to look at. Clearly, I was thinking about more things than just like, oh, let me draw a figure. I don't know what this is. I guess I was going for something. I just wanted to do some text and then some character drawings. So the problem here is that she would be either he's really tall or she's really big. So the sinister was it soul patch. So what's this guy doing? Chunky. Kind of like this guy's face, like the texturing. Got into guns for some reason. I've always been watching Forgotten Weapons, so I think I've watched almost every episode. There are like thousands. Me and My Imaginary Girlfriend, some sketches. That's a webcomic I worked on a while ago. Tried to do some armor stuff. I love armor. It was intricate, mechanical stuff. Maybe I should use reference more. Well, I mean, that's what I've been doing recently, so I feel a lot more confident now. Look at this goofy guy. This guy is on something. Toast, food. I love drawing food. I'm not very good at it. These don't look too bad, but they're not great, right? So I'm too worried about the contours, not really caring about the shape. So the shape is more important, I think. Also the separation. It's very easy to make too much detail. Tetsu Nakamura. I'm trying to remember who that is. He took photos and stuff. Why am I not remembering? I'll have to look him up again. But I think he was in a movie that, or a documentary that I really liked. Sadako Ogata. Oh, this must have been when I was watching the Kingdom of the Hayao Miyazaki Ghibli thing with let's see here, Kingdom of Dreams and Madness or something like that. Starting to like some of the faces here. It's been almost a year now. Game Grumps, Bargon, of course. Wow, my drawings are wow. Don't ask me about these guys. Guns. Let's see here. Oh, this is for one of my projects. Working on it for a while. None of these notes are accurate anymore. So that's the project. Oh, this explains some of my drawings later on for Inktober. Okay. Maids. Ooh. Liking some of the thought here. The guns don't look like real guns. They look like icons or symbols of guns. Mankey, one version of Mankey. I like this. There's a lot, and there's too much detail, but I don't know, something about it makes me excited. Like it looks like too much, and then at least my eye starts focusing, and I can see really fun shapes or like some weird shapes here. There, I don't know. It just looks like fun to me. I love patterns. Not sure what's going on here or here. So you can see a big time gap. So I do also sketch on like just printer paper. I only have a couple of sketchbooks, so this is one of them. So this is where I started getting into brush pen work. Not good. Patterns, textures. So this, I like this, but I don't know what this is. These are clouds that look kind of weird. And this looks like a torii gate. And then flower, but the perspective and stuff. No. Okay, this is where I definitely get into brush pens and stuff like that. Okay, so going back to the pen and then going back to brush pen. Let's see, that's the same day. So this is 2021. A lot more goofy characters. There's a lot of messiness, a lot of goofy things to look at. Okay, let's see. Not sure what this is. I can't read that. Need my imaginary girlfriend right there. Scoot da whoop. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it doesn't mean something weird. This is a turtle guy on a skateboard, but is this Master Chief? I don't know. Some other drawings. Derpy. Derpy guy. I think I can tell when I'm starting to run out of ink as well. So, so I use the pen that I use in Brush Pen Buddies. So I think this was before Brush Pen Buddies by quite a margin. So you can tell that there's been a lot of difference. So sometimes I have two dates, but like I didn't color it, so I don't know what the extra thing was. This does not look good to me. So this looks goofy though. I love these cartoony characters. Okay, Sammy, yeah, hopscotch. I think that's my original thing, so it doesn't look great. So that that's why I'm thinking that. Oh, I used the Sakura graphic pen for this. That's why the lines look thicker, but they're not brush pen. This one's thin. Yeah. This guy is too short. So if I grab this from the top of his head to the bottom of his groin, slide it down to the top of his groin, yeah, he's got a bit. And usually with proportions, if you make the legs longer, you're more forgiven. If you make the torso smaller, it's the same with dressing, right? So if you dress yourself and you pull your pants up, you know, you make your torso smaller, you look taller, right? Otherwise you look shorter because of perspective, proportion, and then there's also contrast with color and stuff. Bunch of goofy guys doing goofy things that they probably should or should not. I don't know. Just drawing. I think I went with a shape. I started with a shape and then I constructed the rest of the character. I don't really draw anthropomorphic characters too much. Unless you count some of my characters as usually they're not heavy anthropomorphic characters, because I struggle with fur and a lot of texture, because fur, scales, and patterns. I probably should spend some more time with texture studies. So that's one of the things in Drawbox that I didn't like, but eventually I was like, oh, now I get it. That's why I like it. So I like this dress. It doesn't make sense. Her hips are too small, waist too, yeah. She looks fine. At TheSamuraiWho? Who's that guy? I don't know why I did that. I don't think I ever scanned this or took a photo of it. So I think I was just getting into the habit. Maybe I already started Brush Pen Buddies by now, so the page got ripped out. So maybe sometimes I take notes because, well, yeah, shouldn't, but yeah, I did. Oh, there's just a blank page. Well, oh well. Maybe future me can look at it and just draw something. Right now, I'm not feeling it right now. So okay, so last drawing. So there's a huge time skip here. So, well, not that large. So this is November. So I started changing my formatting, my time date to more international. This is a 3. It looks like an 8, but it's a 3. So this is from November 2022 to January 2023. Okay, so we've gone through almost 3.5 years. So then nothing, and then bam, this year, September of this year actually. So there's actually 2 years worth. I think this is where I mostly did Brush Pen Buddies. So I stopped drawing in these and started doing Brush Pen Buddies. So And I think my brush pen work has improved. This is without reference. I don't remember drawing this character exactly, but I do recall, like, okay, so you can think of the face as fine. Let me see. Yeah, but her chest looks weird, right? It might be too long, you know. And then like her breasts don't look right, at least to me, because this region here I usually struggle with. The region where it goes from basically the torso, right, the torso to the side, this transition zone, I really struggle with it. Also constructing the box, as you've probably seen with some of my streams, I really struggle with that. Also measuring here, I think her shoulders are not right. I think it should probably be more angled, and like, so if you take this and you turn it, should probably be a little bit closer. Instead, right now it's kind of leaning back and kind of twisted, so her shoulders are causing, like, it should be tilted a little bit, I think. I could be wrong though. Let me know what you think. Yeah, some doodles. I don't think I use reference. Yeah, this so yeah, proportion's not right and perspective's not right. So here I did do an underdrawing, because I think I did so poorly here. I was like, let me do that. I don't know what that is, but I drew it. Girl in a wheelchair. I started simplifying the face a lot more. So like I fit the whole character in here, but the perspective is not right because her hip is not right and her feet are, yeah. You can probably tell that immediately. So this is where I started running out of ink, and so I started dry brushing. I think that's the term. Trying to get some textures. So this is a goofy helmet. Hey, who's that guy? Then I was trying to do a different face. So actually, quite a bit of this book, like maybe a third, is actually the end of the year. So I started consistently doodling in it. I just went at it with this one, so that's why it looks so weird, but I thought it was fun. So here, I think her chest looks better to me. Her shoulder looks much better. Her face could use some work, like, but yeah. Snake lady. So this is where, let me see here. So this would be a 3-3, right? So 6 head is here. Just about 6 heads. So she looks shorter because the pants are lower. If I had moved the pants higher, she would appear taller. But yeah, I like this. I don't know what these goofballs are, but I like this scene. It looks like one of those Chinese paintings I've seen in museums and art books. Not saying mine's anywhere near that quality, but I just see some of the style in it, especially with the dry brushing. This is where I'm trying to fix my mistake with a really bad perspective. Just trying to figure it out. Yeah, so some days you do good, some days you don't. You give it a shot, you draw. Her arm is so this part is way longer than this part, and it is far too long. She just basically has spaghetti arms. No arms, but the torso is not right. So this is where her other shoulder should have ended, right? It's asymmetrical in the wrong way. Yeah. I like this cat guy. He looks derpy. Oh, he's a samurai guy. Bean cat. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. Her hair looks weird, but yeah, I like the shirt. It's like this twisting motion because her chest is going like this way and her hips are going this way. So I think I could have exaggerated this portion more then, but I also messed up her hands. That's why if you see a lot of ink, it's usually because I messed up. Too much hair, hat doesn't go on well, hand too small, face too long, eyes started way too high. Yeah. Kakashi, what are you doing here, Kakashi? I think I did this from reference. It does not look good, but Kakashi. Halo 3 ODST, the life trailer. So I did some like storyboarding, trying to do simple shapes and stuff like that from a trailer. So this is from reference. This is a design I was doing for a project. Haven't finished that. I did it. So this is from reference, but this is my interpretation of the reference. So this is a character that I'm that I was trying to work on for a Halo fan thing. So so this is a specific type of EVA armor, I think. So that way there's no lip syncing, especially with 4 mandibles. So the ODST here, it's kind of hard to tell. Looks awful. Elite looks fine. Yeah, perspective problems. Yeah, so 30 seconds of reference and then imagination. So I was trying to do some rush thing, but these are, I think, separate. So just imagine a line here, and so she's from imagination. I don't know what this is. I think I messed up something, rather. Hey, look, it's Susie girl. What are you doing? Who's my favorite plant girl? This lady's chest is very low. I guess you could say, yeah, her chest is really low. So I'm not sure why I did that. Her arm is messed up. This one completely, yeah. But you know, you only got one shot. Gotta imagine it, imprint it. You know, see it and then imagine it on the page, and then you just the rest of the job is just drawing in it, following those invisible lines. Yeah, arms, wacky. ODST Halo like? This is clearly not Halo armor. Oh, thank you. Look at this pothead, bean, Mankey. Oh, and that's it. Well, thank you for joining, actually. So that's why I said thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you for joining. That's been one sketchbook walkthrough, tour, whatever you want to call it. 6 years. So yeah, it's awesome to have gone through this. This is more of like a video for me in the future, but it's still something I would like to show you know, you gotta start from somewhere. I'm not a great artist or anything. I just try to have fun with the process. Some days it's, you know, awful. Some days you just gotta show up sometimes. Definitely you saw like the later part of it. I'm more consistent, not always every day, but definitely more consistent. Some days you know, you fall off the rails and you just gotta hop back on. It's gonna be difficult and just gotta do it, you know. Well, I mean, don't force yourself, but sometimes you gotta. If it's what you want, then, you know, maybe a little bit of you know, trickery with starting with just a single line. Sometimes that you saw, sometimes they're basically that's what I drew that day, you know, and other times it's, you know, it's, I just tried to show up, draw something. But yeah, I don't have a favorite that I drew. Maybe this one, or you know, Susie or whatnot. But I mean, it's just fun having a set of drawings that you did. So I hope you enjoyed this, and good luck on your drawing. You, whoever you are, or future me, or past, whatever. Enjoy drawing, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Or, yeah, bye bye.